Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool.
What's up, person that's watching?
Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say, so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it, baby.
What's up? Hello to you too.
You built like that.
You already... What all do you play, bro? Puncher. What's you doing? How you doing? My teacher lied, so I gotta have my hoodie on and my jacket. Don't have a hoodie.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, brings their line to kick off for this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first down, Breeze. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Oh.
He's got a man complete.
Oh my God.
Rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's brought down at
the last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Brings up second and 1.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Wow.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a safe touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, They just just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Andy Dalton and company. Dalton, of course, grew up in Texas, played his college ball at TCU, and now his home is back in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex with these Cowboys. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton throwing middle, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
He spins free. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
It's 4th down.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Looking long for Thomas. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Breeze flush to his right, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Jalen Smith in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
21 is
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Dalton hands off to Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 91 yards. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude, that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
Arrows on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Breeze here finding Kamara. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
To Alvin Kamara.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
36-yard line.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it'll be second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's third and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. So two successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Flag.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Oh, why are you doing that?
1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Why do they know that I'm going to do that?
No good.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. See the result. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
Hey, back. Now. What? You better start talking back to me.
But you gotta figure,
big brother.
if something goes wrong,
Dead kid.
you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
The final act of the first half. Dalton, he'll find Lamb. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Cowboys 14.
What?
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This is Tony Pollard. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides. Touchdown!
What?
Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, 56 yards. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
Will line up for the.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really,
So why is no one on him?
is how quickly everything happens.
No,
Ball's
that's
out of
why
hands
you
of the passer in a
no,
hurry,
that you
and he
caught
just takes it
that.
and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 16
Now
yard.
the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter.
What, man?
It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Camaro. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
Well, he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play for the Saints on third down.
First down.
43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15.
Where did he come from?
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here, so
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
and I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Yeah.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
Dalton here from the gun. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
What?
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
No, it's on Fortnite. Duh.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It's the 12-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And it's caught.
No, he's got that touchdown.
Zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Dalton showed. Beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
He got that. I've seen that.
And he's got it.
Why did he go on? Why was he
We are
easy to
tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
Well, why did
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hey,
and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Why do I keep going
backwards
or sideways?
Chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. So now I need an explanation for that one, Charles. You're tied, fourth quarter, deep in your own territory. What was going on in their mind?
I can't even begin to imagine. I understand being aggressive. You know, how many times have you looked at me and said, are you crazy? Why would you say go for it there? I wouldn't in this situation. I'm not sure what he was thinking other than maybe he doesn't believe in his defense at all anymore. Yeah, he just says, I've got to go for it in this situation. But his meeting, the head coach's meeting with the GM and the owner, that's going to be an interesting one because he's have to offer an explanation for this one. And how about the defense? They had to look across the field and go, that's the ultimate disrespect, isn't it?
Yep. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
No. Why would he just push him back?
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
You went the wrong way, man. Bro, get down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now third.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle
there
at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really
They ain't winning again. They never win.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
What?
Go down. A Cowboy sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now Breeze lost the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
What?
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Here's Dalton. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the...
I'm not thinking. No.
Play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Saints' 14-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Good. Makes the score
How did it count 3 for them?
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
on return. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what he
think that factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
35 yards the game there. Another 1st down as well. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Yes.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman. There to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Yeah.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
He is good.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Cowboys 3.
See, you only have 1 point. What is this?
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal.
Whoa.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 30. 10. Touchdown.
Well, I want to do anything else.
Ezekiel Elliott. 75 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Greg Zerline lining up for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, can you struggle? The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to let it go again. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Yeah, it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And that's caught inside the 30. 30. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That pass was heavily defended on third down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
Kick the ball. How do you kick the ball? No, you keep being mean. No. What? No.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Saints have retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they
are. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
Yeah.
And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Second down and 10.
Nope, mine. He's lying. Don't lie to me, boy.
From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Stop it! Hey, Nabby. Nabby, hey, what you doing? Stop it, Nabby. Say hey. It's my toy. It's my toy. Say hey. What happened?
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 14. Cowboys 10. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Why? What happened?
Again, that's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's going to find Gallup here complete.
Flag, what happened?
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He's going to try and do this himself. And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Here's a full receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield.
I'm gonna put it what I actually. I'm gonna put the settings what I actually am. I'm a rookie. I don't know what all Madden was. I don't know what all Madden is, but I'm not an all Madden, so I'm not that good. No problem.
Understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On third down, Dalton. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone.
Oh, I want to see that. I want to watch that. Replay. Instant replay now.
Cowboy touchdown.
Instant replay. That's dumb.
From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Traquan Smith, 71 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it, and look, long drives have their place. We know that they can wear teams down, but when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them, a big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
Don't tell me
I
what.
would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch.
Okay, let's fight, buddy.
Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Why not 4 verts? One of the best routes in football.
Yeah,
it's hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
And he's taken down here by...
I'm back. Sorry. Sorry, I'm back.
The Saints.
By Cameron Jordan. Taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
This other guy is slow. Laptop gaming. You fight? What? I'll be back, bro. I'll be back. What's up, bro? I'm back. I don't know why I'm whispering. First people keep messing with me. I don't know my name.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
This is Harris. Sheds off the tackle.
Run! Go the other way!
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set to go again here. The Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half. A touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue.
Hey. Hey.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The left side to him. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Dalton, 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
This will be Dalton again. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
Get the ball. Why did I get the ball? Ow!
Drew Brees,
Ow!
sack.
How did I hit myself?
On the play.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
17. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
The 46-yard line.
Now Dalton, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Cameron Jordan, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. this time on 3rd down.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there out of Kamara. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed.
No, you don't catch that. Oh my, stop yelling. Yeah, you gotta pick up your mess. Okay, bye. I'm sorry.